lawsuit. It doesn't mention their names, but it says like sexual, this and that. Like, I just think with everything going on now, I just think I have a feeling we may not ever see it. That's my look. I hope I'm wrong. I don't think this is by anyone's choice. And let me tell you, if that's the case, I mean, that is risky. That's risky. This audience is going to go crazy, right? Then it's like, what are we watching the whole fucking series for? People are going to go crazy. Don't you think?
Yeah, I do. I think it's
I
crazy.
tend to agree with you.
All right.
Man, I mean,
or are we done? I know.
What do you want to do? You want to do Robyn Dixon?
Yeah,
Or did you want to do, or did you want to do something else?
No, our minds have matched. So tell me about Robyn Dixon.
I just think it's a quick, where like Nene gave this interview and, she's like, by the way, could we play this one time when we don't have a lot of content? I want you to come up with names and I want you to say starless or star. I love that game. And
this was the part I listened to this full interview because obviously Carlos is our friend and I love Nene. She's, one of the greatest reality stars ever on television. But I really appreciated Nene when Carlos was like, let's play a game. And she's like, oh, fuck, I don't play games. And I was like, thank you. I am the same way. I think these games are so stupid when they go on these shows and let's play a game. It's like, what are we, fucking 12? Like, nobody wants to play a game anymore.
Guess what?
But
guess what? After reading me, like you just did, that's why September 29th in Philadelphia, when Kim D and David Yontef have their third live show, it's our third live show at our live podcast, because I have been to them all. I've been to Stassi's, I've been to Giggly Squad, Craig, the beer, whatever, the Pillow Talk, whatever. I've been to them all. Kim D and David do not play games. I agree with you. It's so stupid. Who's the most sexual? Kim and I sit up there, and just like you and I are talking now, whatever the topics are of the week, we do. And then we do a Q&A where you can ask whatever we're not going to answer on air or in the DMs. That is your time. You want to know about what really happened with Kim and Teresa, whatever it is, ask us. Me and Margaret, whatever. So I agree with you. The one thing, Kim, I had to talk her off the ledge when we did our first live. I'm like, no games. I've been to these things. People do not pay attention. They are so stupid.
The audience, you lose the audience. You lose the audience. Because half of the people don't want to play. They're not engaged. They're not getting a prize. So you lose half right there. People start talking. They're not interested. Good for you. Good for you. What a good show you put on then, because that keeps people on their games are dumb. But anyway, nothing, no offense to our friend Carlos, but so she star or starless. And he asks her about Robyn Dixon. She says, starless. And then he goes, Giselle, starless, honey.
I'd agree with Nene on most of them, except I might disagree with Claudia Jordan. I'm a little on the fence with that one. Starless.
Oh, you think starless?
She said I think Claudia is a star, but she said for Claudia, starless.
Well, she said starless for everyone, didn't she? Even for Kenya. And it's like, Kenya's a star, like
Kenya, she said star, maybe. Yeah, something like that.
Girl, come on. She's a star. Like, please, Kenya brings so much. But anyway, Robyn has responded and Robyn says, yeah, I know. I'm like an ordinary person on a reality show. I'm not a star. I thought that was a good response. I
mean, isn't that what we're supposed to be? Isn't everyone supposed to be that?
Well, that was kind of Robyn's dig, right?
Let me tell you something.
Good for Robyn. We love our Rob.
Clap back by Robyn Dixon. Good job, girl. Good job.
That's the only part that bothers me. The interview was great. Like, they were emotional at times, and Nene's lived through a lot, like so many people have. But it's just, it's just like Bethany. You have to get through all their ego of how, great they are, and they saved the network, and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, God, you just really believe, you smell your own shit and think it's great.
She smells her own shit. It was very encompassing. Now, listen, she was very calm.
She was great. There were so many.
I was like,
really made me think too. Like, he asked her, I thought this was a terrific question. Do you think you should be as big as Kim Kardashian? And she said, yeah.
That's where I was like, well, and then she did have examples where they used to tote me out and put me next to Kim. And I was like,
true. I think they used her to help Kim. I agree. That's where I totally agree. But wait, why do you think, because she got some backlash for that, why do you think she shouldn't be as big as Kim?
I mean, I'm an apologist for the Kardashians. No shade to Nene. Look, it's not a yes. Again, when people say you did this, that was 10 years ago. I don't believe in like, who cares if Bethany said this about Aviva's text? Who cares if you were an assistant and now you're now the SVP? To me, it's like, I don't care what people say about the Kardashians. We're not 5 years into it. We're not 7. We're like 20 years into this. Every single person that talks about interviewing Kim Kardashian, working with her, she has an interview and she's doing press at 11 a.m. At 10:55, she walks into the room with 30 other people. There's no drama or hello. They are all around her. Hair, makeup, at 10:59, the whole glam squad is done. They vanish, and Kim turns and says, hello, I'm here for the 11 o'clock. You need your sound bites because you need to get your headline like David Yontef and Sarah Fraser. You're about to ask 3 questions. She gives you the sound bite. She knows just what she's doing. She's like thinking this will make page 6 for you. So are we done here? Great. It's a pleasure to see you. Next, she is a professional. She knows how to do it on the carpet. In an interview, she knows how to give you your sound bites. She gets it. You don't care. You want your sound bite. Great. You got it. I got my thing. I promoted it. Time on. Skims. She shows up. She works. They are professionals. It's not even, so she is a true, I believe, wakes up and just works and is it's work. It's really work. Now, granted, her job is also, I'm going to go to my daughter's basketball game or whatever it is. And yes, you actually are not misreading that I have the latest croc. It's 150,000. It's very rare. It's Hermes. And you're taking a picture of me. That's why Hermes sent it to me. So now they sold 10 more, like it's a whole, everything she does is a business. And I fucking love it. Do I think emotional wreck up and down and all around and bloopy, bloopy, bloop, Nene Leakes can wake up and run that type of business? I do not. No offense to Nene. No offense to Carlos. No offense to the Housewives. No. Nene is not a buttoned up business person like Kim Kardashian. And that is why she should not be Kim Kardashian. Whew, you got me riled up at the end.
Wow.
She is a mess. Nene will show up for the business meeting when she gets there, and it will be what it is. And bloopy, bloopy, bloppy, bloppy, blip. She's great at what she does, but no, she is not Kim. Love her or hate her, Kim works. That is why she is where she is. Yes, it started with whatever. We're way past that now. And the whole family works like that. You don't just build $1 billion empire just because you're fabulous and have a big ass. No. And everybody that works with a card, I've heard just nothing from interviews.
I've heard great things. I've
interviewers.
actually heard